What is the next scene? Scene number? Send me. Senuli, what is the scene number? Do you hear me? Senuja, what is the scene number?
සීන් නම්බර් 4 එක කතා කරා.
Hmm.
ඒකේ ටිකක් ලිව්වේ.
Right. That's all. Now scene number 5, this page. Yes. Enter Luca. What is it? Smirnov, get me some kvass or water. Kvass also some alcoholic drink. Right. Then Luca goes away. Exit Luca. What a way to reason. Now, this is again a dramatic monologue. I told you. Dramatic monologue. Now, Smirnov speaks or comments on Popova's character, her mourning, her appearance, and everything, her intellectual qualities. What a way to reason. Now he says, a wonderful way to reason. A man is in desperate need of money. A man is in desperate need of money, his money, and she won't pay it because you see. Now here you refers to the audience. It's a dramatic technique. What is the dramatic technique? The character speaks. The characters interaction with the audience. Characters interaction with the audience. You. Here you means the characters. Smirnov speaks to, you means the audience, sorry. Audience. Smirnov speaks to the audience. You see, do you see? She is not disposed to attend to money matters. She is not disposed. She is not ready to attend to money matters. That's real silly feminine logic. Now Smirnov says, that's real silly. Silly means foolish. Feminine logic means woman's Popoa's logical thinking is silly, foolish. Silly and foolish. She has very illogical manner. What is illogical manner? She is in state of mind, therefore she can't handle money. That's why I never did like and don't like now to have to talk to women. This is Smirnov one character quality. Smirnov one character quality. What is that? He is, we call, he hates women. He hates women. We call such a person misogynist. We call such a person misogynist. What is the meaning of misogynist? Hating women. Hating women. Your dislike for women. Smirnov does not like women. He mentions here, I have to talk to women. He further says, I'd rather sit on a barrel of gunpowder. Now, barrel of gunpowder is something like a bomb. I'll sit on a bomb than talking to a woman. He growls like a bear now. He says, death is better than talking to a woman. Sometimes it is so. සමහර වෙලාවලට එහෙම හිතෙනවා. Death is better than talking to a woman. Smirnov hates not only Popova, but all women in general. That is the idea of misogynist. A man who dislikes women. Write it down. Misogynist. I feel quite chilly, and it's all on account of that little bit of fluff. Little bit of fluff. Little bit of fluff. Now, this is a metaphor. What does this metaphor mean? Popova. Fluff means cotton. Something very soft. Now, Smirnov says, now I am sweating. I am cold because of Popova, that little Popova, little fluff. I can't even see one of those poetic creatures. He uses another metaphor for women, poetic creatures. Because in poetry, in literature, women are admired. Their beauty is admired. They live only in poetry, literature, but not in the real world. From a distance, I cannot see a woman from a distance without breaking out into a cold sweat. He says, I will have cold sweat out of sheer anger. I can't see a woman. When I see a woman, I get angry. I can't even look at them. Now, this monologue clearly manifests Smirnov misogynistic comments, thoughts on women. Okay. Write down. What is the scene number you said? Scene
5.
5. Very good. Write down. Scene 5. Scene 5 includes. Scene 5 includes a short dramatic monologue. A short dramatic monologue from a short dramatic monologue from Smirnov. Smirnov criticizing Popova's character. Popova's character and expressing his misogynistic TIC misogynistic comments or misogynistic ideas about women. Full stop. He mentions that Popova is not talented. Popova is not talented in logical reasoning. Reasoning, R-E-A-S-O-N-I-N-G, in logical reasoning. Popova is not talented in logical reasoning. He mentions that Popova's reasoning. He mentions that Popova's reasoning is illogical. Illogical. Illogical and silly. S-I-L-L-Y. Silly. Illogical and silly. Please quote these words. That's real silly feminine logic. That's real silly feminine logic. Go on, write in. Smirnov. Next Smirnov next goes on criticizing. Smirnov next goes on criticizing all women in general. Criticizing all women in general. All women in general. All women in general. And expressing his dislike, expressing his dislike and hatred, H-A-T-R-E-D, H-A-T-R-E-D, hatred against women, hatred against women, full stop. He appears to be a misogynist. He appears to be a misogynist. He appears to be a misogynist. Misogynist, full stop. Please cut. That's why I never did like. I don't like now. To have to talk to a women. Oh, yes, women. I'd rather sit on a barrel of gunpowder than talk to a woman. I'd rather sit on a barrel of gunpowder than talk to a woman. Go on writing. Smirnov. Hatred. Hatred against women. Is so serious. Is so serious that is so serious that he happens to mention death is better than death is better than death is better than talking to a woman. Death is better than talking to a woman. Please quote. Okay, right. No, don't quote. I'd rather sit on a barrel of gunpowder. You caught it earlier. Talking to a woman. He comments on Popoa's character. Calling her names. Calling her names like, please quote, calling her name like little bit of fluff, poetic creatures. Poetic creatures. Smirnov seems to believe that Popova is trying not to pay his money, on silly reasons. On silly reasons. On silly reasons. Right. Scene 6. Now Luca returns with water. Luca never brings that kvass. Kvass means that hot drink. He only brings water because he knows that Smirnov is not a person to be drunk. He's very aggressive and violent without being drunk. Now Luca says, Madam is ill and will see nobody. Now Madam refers to Popova. Popova is still in her room. Sometimes she may be listening to Smirnov words from her room. Luca is the mediator now, coordinator between Smirnov and Popova. This old man says, Madam is ill and will see nobody. Madam is not well today, therefore she is not going to meet anyone today. Then Luca gets angry. Get out. He chases away this old man. Luca runs away. Exit Luca. Right. Because he knows that Smirnov even may hit him, attack him. Out of fear, he runs away. Ill and will see nobody. He speaks Lucas words. He speaks Lucas words. What is the technique? I told you. This technique, imitating some other character's words, is a technique in drama. We call it parody. Look at the screen. Ill and will see nobody. Ill and will see nobody. No, it's all right. You don't see me. I am going to stay and will sit here till you give me the money. You can be ill for a week if you like, and I'll stay here for a week. You see. Now, he perfectly knows that Popoa is not going to pay him his money. Now he says, if Popoa is ill for a week, I will stay here for a week until I get my money. Now, Smirnov is a money-minded character. Note it down. He loves money. He wants his money back. 1,200 rubles, a very big amount. Very big amount. If you are ill for a year, I'll stay for a year. Now he does not have any urgency to pay back the bank. Therefore, that bank interest story is fake, not true, false. Now, earlier, Smirnov mentioned he wanted money to pay the bank interest. Tomorrow, he said so, the next day. Now he says, I'll stay even a year. Even here, I will stay here until I get my money. Underline, you don't play game. Get at me with your widow's weeds and dimpled cheeks. Underline, these words are very important. Smirnov said, hey, Popova, you can't teach me with your widow's weeds, widow's clothes, and your dimpled cheeks. Dimpled cheeks. ඔය මූණ ඇඳුමි පෙනලා නම් මාව රවට්ටනවා බොරු ගෑණී. දැනගනින් උඹ. I know those dimples. මන් දන්නවා dimple ගෑනුන්ගේ ඇටි. Right. Serious comment on Popova's physical appearance. Now Smirnov directly mentions that Popova is going to cheat him. Not to pay. Not to pay. Shouts through the window. Now he speaks to someone else outside, his chauffeur or his driver. Simeon, take them out. Them means horses. Take the horses. Remove them from the cart. We aren't going away at once. I am staying here. I am going to stay here, Popova's house. Tell them in the stable. What is the stable? The place for horses. Horses' house. Tell them in the stables to give horses some oats. Hey, you fool. He blames even his chauffeur, his driver. You fool. You let the near horse's leg get tired of that reins again. Never mind. I'll give it to you. Never mind. Teasingly. Again parody. He speaks Popova's words. Never mind. I'll give it to you. Never mind. He goes from the window. Oh, it's bad. The heat's frightful. Nobody pays up. Nobody. No burrows pay me. I slept badly, and on top of everything else here, bit of fluff. He uses that word again, that metaphor. This bit of fluff with a state of mind. Oh, my head's aching. My head is full of pain. Hey, shall I have some vodka? I told you vodka. that national drink of Russia like the national drink of Sri Lanka, Kasippu? Yes, I think I will. Now Smirnov wants vodka, right? He is going to be more dangerous, more violent, aggressive after drinking vodka. Yes, I think I will have some vodka. He shouts, waiter, enter Luca. What is it? A glass of vodka. I want glass of vodka. Right? He commands. Oh. Luca knows that things are not going to be bad now, serious. Now, after this man, after drinking vodka, this man would be a brute, animal, a bear. He knows that. Right. When Luca is away, there is another dramatic monologue from this man. This time, he speaks about his own character and appearance. Right? Now, what does he say? He says, I must look well. My appearance is not good. Dust all over, boots dirty, unwashed, unkempt. My boots are dirty, not polished. Unkempt means not clean, not tidy. Straw, hay. Straw means hay on my waistcoat. I'm an untidy man, not good for this situation. The dear lady may well have taken me for a brigand. Brigand means some vagabond or naughty fellow. She must have taken me a bad character because of my appearance. I should have looked very nice and gentleman before a lady. Now in Russia, men are expected to wear gentlemen nicely when they go to meet a lady. It's a respect for that lady. But Smirnov does not follow that order. He yawns. He's very lazy now. Actually, he needs some vodka. He's very lazy and tired. It's rather impolite, not good, not polite, well-mannered to come into a drawing room in this state. But it can't be helped. I cannot help that. I am not here as a visitor. I am not a visitor. I am a creditor. A money lender, creditor means. I am a money lender, not a visitor. Therefore, this dress is okay for me. And there's no dress specially prescribed for creditors. There is no special dress prescribed, named for money lenders. No problem. Enter Luca with vodka. Now, Luca offers him vodka. You allow yourself to go very far. Sir, you are going very far. Angrily, now after drinking vodka, Smirnov is much more angry. What? Luca, no, nothing. Luca knows that things are not going to be good for him. Smirnov, whom are you talking to? Shut up. Luca aside. Another dramatic technique, aside, speaking to the audience. Aside. The devils come to stay. This devil, it means Smirnov. This devil is going to stay. Bad luck that brought him. Oh. He exit. Smirnov, how angry I am. So angry that I think I could grind. I can crush. Grind means crush the whole world to dust. Now he has some courage, strength, more than ever after drinking vodka. Right? Drinking vodka. He's a very strong man now. He yells again, waiter, This time, Luca does not come. Instead of Luca, Popova comes. Popova appears to be a waiter. This is another dramatic technique. We call it situational irony. Note it down. Smirnov expects Luca, but instead of Luca, Popova comes. Situational irony. Okay? Right. That is the end of that scene. That is the end of that scene.